Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5e and the spell Detect Magic. Now you can find Detect Magic on page 231 of the Player's Handbook. Detect Magic is a first level spell, it is a divination spell, it is also a ritual, so you can spend 10 minutes to cast the spell rather than use up one of your spell slots if you want to. It has a casting time normally of 1 action, it has a range of self, so you must cast the spell on yourself, nobody else. It has a verbal and somatic component, so you speak a few words and perform a gesture to activate the spell. It has a duration of concentration, and that's up to 10 minutes. For the duration of the spell, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use an action to see a faint aura around a visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you can learn its school of magic if there is any school of magic to detect. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Detect Magic can be used by many different classes. Detect Magic can sense or detect the presence of any spell unless that spell is cloaked by something like Nostrils Magic Aura. Nostrils Magic Aura can change how something can be detected, so that would be able to cloak the effect, so Detect Magic would not be able to work. Detect Magic can also pick up spells like Disguise Self and other illusion spells, but when it picks them up, it will only identify them as being a magical presence. It won't be able to identify necessarily that it is from the illusion spell, because you have to be able to visibly see the creature or object that you want to actually find out the school from. The fog created by the Fog Cloud spell detects as magical for the purposes of using Detect Magic. Any effect of a non-instantaneous spell will register as magical to Detect Magic. What does that mean? That means a spell that isn't instantaneous and has a time frame around it, you could potentially pick up the aura from that or detect that there is some sort of magical effect. For Detect Magic to be able to see faint auras, you need to be able to actually see the creature or object. They can't be invisible. They have to be visible to you. With regard to something that is using invisibility as a spell, you got to remember that it is not going to give you the exact location. So just because you would be able to detect that there is a spell and it's been activated, and that's probably because somebody's invisible or using greater invisibility, you don't know their exact location. You only know that there is a magical effect around somewhere. Detect Magic is not intended to be a radar. Detect Magic does not sense the Grey Slard's shape-shifting ability. Detect Magic does not reveal a property from a magical item, so you cannot figure out if a magical item or a magical effect is going to be a curse. Detect Magic can sense the magic of wild shape. Detect Magic does not detect magic users if they do not have a magical effect associated with them. It is not a spell used to detect whether there is a wizard, sorcerer, or any other kind of magic user around. That's everything I have to say on Detect Magic. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like and subscribe. Make a comment below if you have any questions about Detect Magic, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.